I'm Jonathan and welcome to my channel, Jonathan's Diamond Painting and Stuff. It's that time of the week again. It's time for my weekly progress update for the Familon UK, hashtag Familon UK. And as many of you know who are subscribed to me already, you know I'm doing Home is Where the Magic Is by Randal Spangler, which is a Diamond Art Club kit. I'm not going to go into what the Familon is now because I've done it enough really in the last couple of videos. So if you want any more information, just go to the DAC Fans UK Facebook group, which I'll link in the details below. Okay? So just a quick overview of this week. I will pan over the image in a second. But oh my god, this is the kit that keeps on giving. I mean, it started off a bit dull and boring, you know, with lots of colour blocking, lots of sky sections, a few trees interwoven here and there. But yeah, quite difficult to get through that bit. But I am so glad I did, because it's coming amazing. I've got confetti, I've got colour, I've got, you know, pops of these buildings, I've got the details, the 3D effects of this lovely Victorian style mansion with the snow and everything. And yeah, it is just, but it's so weird because you look at it close and you think, oh my god, what am I doing? Oh, this doesn't look very good at all. But then when you hang it up and you take a step back and oh my god, yeah, it really comes into its own. The colours are incredible, the look is incredible, the render is just spot on. And as many of you know, DAC hand render their paintings, and it really does show, you know. So yeah, so I'm very pleased with how this is coming up. Really excited to continue. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a little bit of diamond painting in a minute. I'm actually in the middle of a challenge to myself today. I wanted to try and do 3 sections in one day, although one of them was a smaller end square section. But I'm halfway through another one, which I will continue on in a second. But I just thought I'm neglecting my video games, and I really want to pick up Final Fantasy 16 again. But every day I end up diamond painting almost all day, on and off. So I thought I'd try and do it full on today. I picked up one of my favourite series ever, which is Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and I just started right again at the beginning. I watched a few episodes of that while I'm doing it, you know, so I really enjoyed that. Yeah, so yeah, I've just been diamond painting most of the day. I got up early, I went for my walk, and yeah, it's just been a quite amazing day really. I've really enjoyed it today. So before I get talky, I'll pan over the image now with a little bit of music, and then I'll catch up with you in a minute, and I'll talk to you while I whip. Okay. Okay, so we're all set up. I'll just have a little talk about what I've got with me today. So I'm still diamond painting with my trusty DAC Diamond Art Club pen. I've got a 6 placer in one end and 1 placer, they're both in the other, they're both forever placers. I am waiting very, very patiently. Well, maybe not so patiently for my new ends, new multi-placers. I've ordered the 8, 10 and 12, and they should be either with me tomorrow or Monday, I hope, because they're coming Royal Mail. And as many of you may know, Diamond Art Club have recently changed the way they ship to a company called Ascendia, which I think is a kind of a European combination of DHL and Ascendia, this company I've not really heard of before. And things are coming, but we're not seeming to be upgraded to Express anymore. So none of us are really getting like 2 or 3 day deliveries in the UK now. But it's just fine, the shipping is free, it's all included in the price, so it's fine. But yeah, you just get used to the things coming in a certain time frame. But now tends to be the 7 to 10 day threshold, because I think I ordered Kitten's Reflection, which I will be doing a unboxing of. Hopefully I'll get that out for Monday or Tuesday. It's bought for my husband along with Tabby Night, which is like a Starry Night by Van Gogh themed cat painting, which has been out for a little while. Yeah, so I ordered those with the Saturday releases, not this Saturday, just gone Saturday before, and I think it came just over a week later. I think it came maybe on the Monday or Tuesday after the following weekend, so 8 or 9 days. But I know not everyone has had the same experience, and for instance, when I ordered the multi-placers, I was not as quick on the ball as some of my friends because I was actually helping my sister pack to move and everything, and helping with my nephew, and so I was actually for an hour I wasn't checking my phone or anything, and that hour obviously meant because of people that ordered at the beginning are getting the packages today, whereas I'm just a day or two behind. So yeah, but it all depends. I mean, it's a process, isn't it? And I think most people are getting their stuff. It's just maybe not as quick as it used to be. But again, it's not costing us anything as long as you pay that like £60 or more. Okay, so yeah, so I'm working with that. My normal old style tweezers, as you know. I introducing today my resin tray that I showed you I'd made, and isn't that beautiful? Really sparkly, and I made this with my friend Sarah, and I'll see if I can just give you a full camera look at that. Yeah, so that is all made of resin. And there's some inks in these bits to colour them, some glitter, and some of these like kind of foil pieces. And I think there's some stones in as well. And then we backed it with some black. We topped it up with some black resin at the end, some glitter, and just to make these colours pop a bit more. And also there's some mica sheets in here as well, which kind of give it that reflective quality. But my friend Sarah is absolutely amazing with all this sort of stuff, so, and we are thinking about doing a video on some of these things. Like I think Sarah wants to play with I can't remember the craft. There's so many different ones. It's something to do with glass, and it's a thing that I bought her, but I can't honestly remember what it is. So no doubt she'll comment on this video and tell me off and say, you remember, Jonathan, but I can't, it's out of my head at the moment. But yeah, something to do with glass, and I think combining glass maybe in a microwave or something, but in a device that I bought her. So I honestly don't know, So yeah, so we're gonna have a play with that. So we might do a little video on that, and if I do another one of these, I might do a video because I'm a perfectionist, and I've already figured out ways to make this better, So yeah, and I've got some rubber dots on the bottom to stop it scratching my diamond painting. And so that's a trinket tray, which I just put my pen and my tweezers and my trash drill tray. Now, I use the little Add More Zest trash drill trays just to put them in because it's really easy, and then I decant them into the little tins that I've got from Cat's Putty. Sorry, Crafting Cat on Etsy. Sorry, I had a blank then. What her name was on Etsy, because it's Cat's Diamond Painting on YouTube, and it's Crafting Cat UK on Etsy. Okay, So they're all going down nicely. I also caved and bought the limited edition pack from Add More Zest. So I've got the Zesty tray and the Add More Zest tray. And that came with the trash drill tray. Now the material of these is different to the others. The others are more, what I'd say, like plasticky, but these feel a bit more kind of a dustier sort of feel. I quite like it actually. Yeah, it's more of a duller feel. It's not as smooth and shiny, I suppose. Yeah, but it's nice. I like it, and I love the colour. I mean, I love reds, as you may know. You know, I really, really love red. But this is a nice deep rouge, I would say. You know, so I do like these, but I wanted to build up a collection of these, you know, because I do like them, and if I've got multiple trays out and everything, you know, then I might need more. And of course, I've also got my other trays, my space blue, and my mega tray in the green. Okay. Right, so they're all just going over there. I'm also going to be working with Kat's Putty. Now, this is her new flavour, the pumpkin pecan waffles, and honest to God, it smells as nice as it sounds. It really is a lovely scent. I love that one so much, and so I've got that in my pen at the moment. And now, and you know, I'd done a review this week into these little trays, and I'm still humming and hawing between it. I really, really do like them a lot, and I'm thinking about investing in some more. But yeah, but I thought I'd try them a little bit more, and they were very, very kind. And I'm sorry I forgot in the review video, but they did send me a replacement red and another 2 boxes as well. So yeah, and that was fantastic, and that came pretty quick, to be honest. They deliver via every, so it's about 3 or 4 days delivery. But yeah, it was brilliant. So if I get any more colours while I'm doing this, I'm gonna print some more stickers, and then I'm gonna put them into there. It's just like colours that you don't use as often, and you're not really multi-placing as much, just little bits of colour that I'm trying to put in these, you know, so you stopping starting and everything, it's a lot easier, you know. But like I said, I would like not to be limited to how many I can put in those. I'd like to put as many as I need to in those, you know, so that's why I'm thinking about getting some more boxes. I've actually sent them a message today just to ask what the colours they do, you know, like how many colours they're able to do, and will I get repeats of colour, like for instance if I ordered a 60 box set, how many colours would that mean? And so we'll see how this all goes. But anyway, so I'm just going to carry on with this this square while I chat to you. Okay. Right, so I need some X's, so I think I will still quite a few of those. How to use this tray? I'm just going to zoom you in now so you can see a bit more clearly, although I know a lot of you tend to diamond paint, so you're more listening to me than watching me, but just in case you want to. Right, so X. Right, so I'm possibly in danger, maybe of running out of time today, but we'll see. We'll see how things go, because I didn't get very many questions, but I am aware that I'm still very small channel, you know, and so still finding my feet with what works and what doesn't work, you know, and just trying to make it my own, but stay true to myself at the same time. And I think most of my subscribers appreciate that, you know, and yeah, so this is I try to just make it still all me and be as authentic as I can, you know. This is who I am, and I'm not going to hide, you know, anything really about my personality, you know, on here, you know, because I find it so liberating actually, just to be able to be myself, you know, and connect with so many people in this way. So thank you so much to all of you for connecting with me. Thank you to everyone who comments. And as of just before this video, I'm on 162 subscribers. I hit 100 about a couple of weeks ago when I was with my sister. So that was a really good milestone, and I just had a big surge really recently. I think people still love my all-time top performing video, which is the kitting up for this Home is Where the Magic Is. I don't know what it is about that video that everyone loves so much, but whatever I did it well. You know, but it's still my top performing video. I will put a link into it now, just on the top right hand corner, just if you want to check it out if you haven't already. Yeah, but it's that I get more subscribers from that video than anything else, you know. So I hope to be able to repeat that success with other videos, but I've not managed to yet. I mean, people enjoy them, but it's just being able to understand as a content creator, you know, when you've done something right, what did you do, you know, that was so good about that, you know, and how can you reproduce that, I guess, because you want to make great videos that people want to watch, you know, and but yeah, so it's one of those things, I'm afraid, an enigma sometimes, but yeah, one day I'll figure it out. So I'm going from strength to strength. I just started a TikTok channel. I don't know what the term is, TikTok account. But there's not really a lot on it. I just put a little short on it, the same short that's actually listed on my YouTube account now. So that's just a very, very quick video of me working on this, working on the window section of this, yeah, and I just sped up the motion, and yeah, it wasn't that successful a video, to be honest, so I might try something different next time. But we have to try these things. But yeah, so if you want to head on over to TikTok, if you're on TikTok, and follow me, that would be wonderful. It's exactly the same handle as my YouTube, Jonathan's Diamond Painting. So yes, so hopefully that will turn into something quite soon, and just, you know, help me, you know, just increase my audience a little bit, and just try something a little bit different on TikTok. I'm probably going to put some remixes of my existing content on, so watch out for that on TikTok, but obviously I'll be putting some more unique content on quite soon. So, but I'm gonna have Sarah around, and we're gonna have a look at all my videos and just have a little play with what we're gonna do on TikTok. Okay, but yeah, so exciting times ahead. You know, I'll just have to see where that takes me. Really, I mean, TikTok's a bit scary, you know, because I mean, so much of it is about just having quick, snappy videos, and I'm not very good at quick and snappy, so we'll just have to see if I'm able to do it. If it doesn't work for me, I'll just stick to YouTube. I mean, YouTube is my preferred platform because there's no time limit. I don't have to be quick and snappy or to the point, you know. I mean, I know the more succinct you are with things and videos is the better people respond, but yeah, so we'll just see. So, quick update on me. So, anxiety wise, I think this week is a little bit of the better week. I had my weekly counselling. Don't actually have one next week because my counsellor is on holiday. But it'd be nice. It's nice to have a break for a week. Yeah, we filled out a little assessment thing. Just like where I am mentally, you know, and just questions about my anxiety and my general mood, how I'm sleeping, all those things. And apparently we go back like in a few weeks' time, and then answer and then look at them again and see where I am then, you know, just to see how things have changed. So yeah, so it's difficult, you know. I mean, one thing that came out of it was that um, I don't really want to be a nurse, I suppose. I'd rather be doing something creative. And I do enjoy the actual physical nursing aspect, where I'm actually physically doing my job, so looking after someone, changing a wound dressing, or, turning a patient, or doing a catheter, or doing end of life care. I love all of that stuff. It's just a lot of the time it's a documentation and then the stress that comes with it, when you're trying to balance a massive workload, so it's difficult, and yeah, my counsellor felt that this isn't really what you want to do, is it? She said to me. I said, well, no, not really, but it's like, what do I do? I'm 40. I don't really want to go back to university. I hated academic work when I did it, and I really struggled to get through it, but I did. I mean, I had a lot of support from my husband who knew me then, particularly with some of the assignments, and he trying to help me understand how to pass my essays and things. And I found that very difficult and very, very stressful. I'm not academically minded, so I think going back to university isn't nothing, and obviously I do enjoy the amount of money I earn at the moment, and I'd like to keep earning that amount of money, just to support my crafts and everything, So it's really, really difficult. It's the thing, So I mean, I said I'm just basically gonna have to um put a sticking plaster on it, I suppose, for a few years, which is a really bad way to put it, but because I'm gonna go back and I've got to I when I'm ready, obviously, and then I then try and see where I whether I can cope. If we're thinking of reducing my hours slightly, and then setting my days so that I'm working the same days every week. If they'll let me do that, then I think that will enable me to cope a bit better. And then maybe if I'm still feeling this way, where it's really not what I want to do, then I could explore other options, like there's non-patient facing roles in nursing. I could do something in research. I could, if I wasn't bothered about the page, I could do some clinic work. There's various things I could do, which I haven't even explored yet. So just without leaving my career, that might, enable me to be a bit happier than I am. But in the meantime, I have to get back to work. But yeah, it's difficult process, and I'm certainly not ready yet. But I'm hopeful that I might be ready in November. But we'll see. Yeah, it's just really, really difficult, But oh, none of these drills are accessible. Just give them a bit of a shake. Yeah, so that's where I'm at with my head. I'm just trying to think if anything else came out of it. We did keep coming back to me, regulating my crafts and everything and all the things I want to do all the time, and how I'm always busy with my crafts, and yeah, just how almost ritualistic it is, I guess, but I have to have a plan and, decide what I'm spending time on this or that and everything, structured, I guess is how she puts it, I'm very structured in the time I spend doing the things that I enjoy, I have to plan my day and think I'm going to go for a walk then, I'm going to do diamond painting then, if I was playing a video game, I'll play my video game then, all that sort of thing, and so everything just has a plan, and yeah, to the nth degree. I guess some of it is my OCD, just I have to do this in that order and everything, and yeah, it's just a bit difficult, but I mean, one thing she said that I need to think about, am I ever still? And as anyone that knows me will know that I stay still very, very rarely. So I find that very difficult. I mean, part of that is a hyperactivity because of my ADHD, but yeah, I do find it very difficult to stay still. She was like saying calm, and everything. So I thought I interpreted that a little bit, and I said, well, I do go for walks, but I usually take music with me. So today I decided not to. I thought, oh no, I'm not going to take music with me. I'm just going to appreciate nature. And so I went for a walk, and I went this morning because I knew I was going to be diamond painting all day. So I wanted to go out and do everything I needed to do. And then when I got back, I'd know that, I didn't have to go out again, and so I could just diamond paint for the rest of the day quite happily. So I did that. And then, yeah, it was amazing. I was, listening to the bird song because it was quite early in the morning. Early by my standards. It was about half 8, 8:45, I think, when I set out. And I could see the dew still on the grass. I could almost smell the blades of grass actually. And just noticing things, noticing the sound of my footsteps on the gravel. Which when I've got my headphones on, I can't really hear a lot. So yeah, so it was. Yeah, it was an amazing feeling, just to do that and just to let myself go a little bit. I did find it difficult because sometimes if I get a tune in my head, it's difficult to go. And the tune today was Bella Not, from Lady and the Tramp, because we watched that last weekend, the live action one. I'm going to try and persuade my husband to let me watch the cartoon one because I've not seen it for years. When we have our film night on Saturday. But I will do a review of the live action Lady and the Tramp in a little bit. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, but I had Bella Not in my head pretty much the whole, not on and off for the whole walk. And when you get that tune in your head and you're just thinking, oh my God. So this is the night, it's a beautiful night, and they call it Bella Notte. Sorry, I'll stop now. But yeah, so that was that, and but I screened it out quite a lot of the walk, and tried to just concentrate on nothing at all if I could, or just the diamond painting I was looking forward to when I got back. I'm my sister, my nephew, the plans I have for the different rooms in the house, how I want to do Dragon Brigade for him, which I'll talk about a little bit in a minute. So it was an enjoyable walk, and I did manage to let myself go a little bit, and I just thought, yeah, that's what I needed, to do that. So, yeah, so just a minute, number 7. Oh, it's not very many in there, is there? Right, let's see if I've got some more in my emergency pot. Just a second. 159. Yes, I do. Yeah, so yeah, that was a positive experience. And then I got back. I had a bath actually, which I haven't had. That's the first bath of the season, I think, because it's been too hot up to now. But I felt I wanted one, but I kept spending too long diamond painting, and then I was like going to bed at between 12 and 1, and then my friend Jan will say that's nothing, but I was like, yeah, so I wasn't really giving myself enough time to do it, so and this is the thing, what the council was saying, I need to give myself this time, so I I thought I'll have a bath after my walk, because I didn't have a shower before my walk because I have my walk and then I'm quite energetic. So I always get a bit hot and sweaty, and I try when I get back to think, oh no, I don't need a shower, but I just can't not have a shower. I feel really hot and sweaty and sticky, and yeah, it's not nice. So I just think, no, I'll have a shower. So yeah, so I had a bath when I got back, and that was nice, and then yeah, I just set to diamond painting, and yeah, so I watched some Buffy, like I said, which was nice, starting that series again. And I thought, yeah, I'm just going to start watching them and go through them all, and just see where I get to. Now, this goes on to another little bit of anxiety of mine, which is my, I don't know what you'd call it, like television paralysis or something, but basically where I struggle to commit to watching stuff. Like, so I'll start a series with my husband, and then he'll want to watch the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and so on. And sometimes I watch a few episodes of it, and then something slightly stressful happens, maybe something even not that bad, and then I just get put off watching the rest of it. And so I don't. And so we build up all these series that I can't bring myself to watch anymore. It's just really weird, And so I end up. I mean, part of this is the anxiety, I think, but I end up in this like limbo with all these shows that I don't really want to watch. So I end up going back to the shows that I find comforting, or the films that I find comforting. Because at the moment, I feel like retreating into my little bubble at times. Because I just don't want to go there, to something that I don't know, where I don't know what's going to happen and that sort of thing. So I guess this is my safety bubble. But Buffy is one of my probably my all-time favourite TV show ever, and in my mind it's probably the greatest like fantasy TV show ever made, and shows are still learning from it now. So, and I think it's the definitive vampire one to me anyway. I know there's been a lot since, which I don't think any of them, would have, I mean, I think every one of them's unique and everything, but I think Buffy did pave the way, and I just loved the beginning. I know, but I really enjoyed it, and I'm still just viewing it as it was, and what it did for me at the time. Just that female heroine in Sarah Michelle Gellar, that they created, and that girls can be superheroes too, and so that was a very early time for that to happen in 1996 when it first released, and they just covered so many important issues, the beginnings of LGBTQ plus attitudes, so and dealing with death of a family member, I mean, it was incredible show, and it's the fact it wasn't about all the supernatural stuff that actually made it good. It was the fact that it was about a girl who happened to be a vampire slayer. So there was so much real life stuff going on around everything else in that show, and I just really, really loved that, so I'd highly recommend it to anyone. I mean, it has almost every genre in it. There's comedy, there's drama, there's horror, there's the school life, so all sorts. There's the transition from school life to adulthood, because it follows Buffy through, 7 years of her life, so it's it's a very, very amazing series, and I really, really adore it. So, but I haven't rewatched it for ages, and the point I was trying to get to, and I've just kind of gone off on a tangent, was so me and my husband have these shows, but then he's a bit annoying as well, because I have shows I really love, and I kind of want him to watch them, and so we do start watching Buffy, but then he just gets in, not watching that, we've got to watch something new and everything, and so I struggle to get him to watch some of the shows I really like, so these are often older shows, because I think we started Buffy, we started Charmed, I think we got to I think the very beginning of season 7 Buffy, actually, but then he just got bored and we didn't finish it. So then we went back to the beginning because he really liked the season 4, which is the one with the initiative and, when Buffy goes to university. And that is a very good season, actually. I mean, some other people will view it's one of the weakest, but I did quite enjoy it. There's different issues, with Buffy going to university and everything. So he really liked that season, so he wanted to go back to the beginning, so we did do that, but then, how it is, we just don't continue or anything, or he wants to watch the shows he wants to watch, I want to watch the shows I want to watch, so anyway, we end up not really watching anything, you know. So I'm just watching the shows I want to watch. And oh, sorry, we've got a concave one here. Oops, almost got one in my eye then. Yeah, so just sprinkle them off. Yeah, so it's just a bit tricky. Okay, so yeah, so I was watching that, and that's nice. And we still have our film night, which is on Saturday, and then we have murder night, which is Sunday. So that's always something like Midsummer Murders or Vera, or we've been branching out into things like MacDonald and Dodds and Ridley, and oh god, what's the other one? There's one set in France. Is it Murder in Provence? I think that's one's really good as well. I think it's only had one season so far, you know. So we do like our quintessential British murder shows, you know. So yeah, and that's always Sunday, and it's always an hour and a half one usually because I like, you know, they're just a nice length, you know, they're longer than normal, and we just relax on a Sunday. Even if I'm working, you know, when I've been at work, we do that, you know, because I'm in a job now where at least I finish, you know, by 6, so I can do things like that. Whereas my old job, we could have never done anything like that. So that is one nice thing about my job. So, yeah, so we are a little bit ritualistic in the things we do, but we do our movie night. And like I said, at the moment, we're not leading separate lives, but we're kind of having a lot of space at the moment. I'm doing a lot more diamond painting, but I keep asking my husband, is everything okay? And everything seems to be alright, you know, so, and we're happy at the moment, really happy, you know. I mean, I know I have my problems, but yeah, we spend enough time with each other, you know, to be happy, and we enjoy our own space as well. So if it works for us, why not? Yeah, so what is it with all these concave ones? See if they stick. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so okay, so the other thing is I am babysitting next weekend. My little nephew Alex, I need to babysit because my sister and her husband are singers, and they sing concerts occasionally, and he organises this concert. His job is working for a music consort, and he organises a concert, and there's one concert that's near to them that he always has to actually organise from start to finish. So he's there all day, and Lizzie, my sister, sings in the concert as well. So they need a babysitter for when this happens. So I'm going to babysit for the first time, and I will be alone with my nephew from 9 in the morning until midnight. So it's a little bit daunting, you know. Yeah, and but my sister's really, really good, and I think she's going to write me down everything I need to know about everything, you know. His problems settling him, the times he needs his bottles, time he needs his meals because he's weaning at the moment, and yeah, just when he needs his naps, you know, because he's only just over 6 months, you know, so he's still having like 3 or 4 naps a day, I think, you know, but I'm scared and excited at the same time, I guess, you know, because I can't, you know, I really want to build up this relationship with him, and it all starts from here, doesn't it? And yeah, so yeah, it'll be fun, hopefully. So just see how it goes, but I will let you know in the next whip and chat how that all went. You know, I'm actually going to take my diamond painting with me because once he goes down between 6 and 7, so I'll have quite a lot of time in the evening to kill. So I thought, yeah, I might as well take my diamond painting, you know, and do a bit of that, you know, while I'm watching him on the monitor and everything, you know. So yeah, so that'll be cool, you know. But yeah, so, and of course, I'm planning a bedroom for him here so he can stay with me, um, sorry, with us when he's a bit older, and I just recently purchased Dragon Brigade, and even if it wasn't for Alex, I probably would have bought it anyway. Well, I would have bought it anyway because it was an amazing piece, But and as soon as I saw it, I thought, oh my god, I've got to have that. And it took a little bit. Well, it didn't take any persuading my husband because I just did it without his consent, I guess. But it was my money, So my points that I got because I got a bit of money off it as well, And so yeah, and I'm going to put that in the bedroom where he is going to be, and I'm just already trying to figure out what other paintings could go in there. I had a suggestion from a close friend who thought I could do one of the Spanglers and maybe like the Treasure Island one, with all the pirate themes and everything, So it's quite a big painting though, so I'll just have to see, But yes, I'm really really looking forward to getting that all ready. So some people will be quite happy because I will probably be doing that one sooner rather than later, even though it's such a big one, because I don't want it to be, in the pipeline for years, and never getting done because my nephew's only young once, so I want him to be able to appreciate it while he will appreciate it. Yeah, so we'll just see when that comes, but I will do an unboxing for that as soon as it arrives, and then I can show you. I'm a little bit crazy because I don't like working on paintings sideways, and I'm trying to think of a way to work on this gigantic painting. It's 193 centimeters wide by 50.8 centimeters high, I think. So it is a big one. So I'm just like trying to work out how to work that and still stay true to myself in how I like to work on these paintings. So yeah, so I'm just trying to figure that out at the moment. But yeah, so we shall see. Oh yeah, here we are. Yeah, but the only way I can think at the moment off the top of my head is to work at it across two tables. So I've got the entire thing stretched out, and then I can just have it rolled down over the desk like I've got this one, because it is too tall really to work on the entire thing on the surface of the desk. You need to like work on this bit and then roll it and work on the next bit, because 50 centimeters is probably almost the whole width of my desk, So yeah, it's not so simple really, but So anyway, right. So I think it'll be a good idea. I had a couple of questions, not very many, but I appreciate I'm a very new channel, so I'll just answer them now. Just let me get my little book. Okay, so the first one was from someone called Becky L306, which is one of my subscribers from America, I think. Yes, she's commented on quite a lot of my videos, which is really nice, Becky. But Becky asked me how many kits I own. Now, just let me get my gems flow out, and I'll just work it out. Just a second. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 2 I'm working on, and 1 that's ready to hang. So that's 6, 7, 8. Plus I have got Oh no, I've got cupcake bakers in there. So then I've got Springtime Splendor ready to. I'm going to do an unboxing at some point. I've got House on the Cliff, which I'm going to do an unboxing of. So that is 10, and then I've also got Dragon Brigade on its way as well. So I think that is 11 kits at the moment. That's 11 diamond art kits. Now, if you're counting other kits as well, I've also got a few paint gem kits. So I've not unboxed them yet, actually, but I will hopefully. It's just finding the time to do all these things because I have so much content, and there's a limit to how many videos I can do a week. So, but I've got the rainbow paint gem kit. I bought the plants one for my friend Sarah, who so I might unbox hers if I ask her nicely. And I also got the Christmas one. You know, I absolutely love the look of those kits, and the quality seems amazing. So, but I will unbox those at some point. And then I've got various sticker kits. Like just to give you an example, let's see if I can show you these without. Yeah, you see, I've got a cupcake there and a lolly there. Yeah, so on stickers. Yeah, they're really cool and quirky, you know, those are from Temu, you know, and I've got a few coaster kits as well. So I've got a gaming coaster set, I've got the Starry Night coaster set, and they're from my Timo and birthday haul videos, and I've also got a Sea Creatures coaster set as well. Yeah, so not got a huge amount yet, but it's enough, and my husband certainly thinks it's enough. Yes. So yeah, so that's that. Which are on your wish list? So let me have a look. I think the only one that's on my wish list, because I tend to buy everything I want at the moment, is so I have got Night on the Polar Express on my wish list, which is sold out at the moment. I think it's open to notifications though, just because I saw a video of it by Diamond Painting Nerd, and I thought it looked amazing, and it was a Mandy Manzano, and I'm not used to seeing Mandy Manzano paintings that aren't like the princess panels and that sort of style, you know. So it still had her style, but it was a very different sort of painting to what she usually does. So I thought that was really cool. So I thought, oh, that looks nice. It could be a nice Christmas one. I love the Polar Express as well, so I may get that one at some point. There's Cupboard Kittens. Now, that one, I kind of never committed to it. It's a lovely, gorgeous painting, but it's very big. It's 93 by 70, and I didn't love it enough. So I've put it on my wish list, but I'm not sure whether I'll ever get it or not. And then there's Dragon Attack. Now, I absolutely loved this painting. That was kind of like a dragon flaming in like kind of an ice cavern, and a knight kind of wheeling on his horseback, you know, with a sword in the air, you know. So it was just a classic sort of knight versus George versus the Dragon sort of painting, but I just loved the detail and the render, you know. So yeah, so those are the things that are on my wish list at the moment. So not a lot. I can't put the other ones on my wish list because they're just not out yet, but there'll be, I think it's the Autumn Magic, which is one of the Spangler houses, and the Trick or Treat, you know, which is the other haunted house Spangler house, you know. So yeah, those two I will get as soon as they come out. So they will not go on my wish list because I will get them as soon as they're released, and unless I'm unable to get them, of course, you know. But and I think the other question was, have you seen any turners you like? Now, the only two I've used is Jay's Hand Turning in the UK, and Crafted Makes Hand Turning, which is the Stephen one I've already talked about, who I've actually done a pen review for him. Now, Jay's work was very good. I bought a pen off him for my friend Sarah, and she really loves it. It's a perfect weight. It's beautiful purple pen with kind of a white spiral going through it. Beautiful pen. No issues with that at all. And again, Stephen, it was just the bulk of the pen, but that was just my personal preference. You know, I wanted a thinner pen, and he is actually doing me a thin pen. So as soon as that arrives, I will review it. Yeah, but I've no quibbles with him at all. You know, fantastic to deal with. You know, so we'll just see what this new pen brings. But yeah, so that's hand turners. And which type of books do you enjoy? So I tend to enjoy fantasy books, you know. So as you know, I'm a writer. I'm writing a fantasy novel, which I've had to put aside for now. But I really enjoy a good fantasy novel. I enjoy the story of Lord of the Rings and the films, but I found the book very hard going, difficult to read. I read the first one and I got into the second one and I thought, oh my god, like this is very hard going. But this is why I'd always recommend you watch the Lord of the Rings films if you don't like the books, because it's an amazing story. It's just, to me, it's delivered a lot better in the films than it is in the books. But that's just my personal opinion. Um, it's a long going battle with me and my husband to get him to watch Lord of the Rings, and I don't actually think he'll ever do it now, because he knows I'll have won. You know, and he'll never let me win. So yeah, so I don't think he'll ever will, unfortunately. But I do love them. But yeah, so big fantasy novels. Obviously, I like the Harry Potter books. I know there's a modern controversy attached to it, but I still enjoy them. You know, they're good stories. You know, and yeah, so maybe not as good as some other books, but you know, they're good. You know, and I've just started getting into high fantasy recently, and I'm enjoying starting a series of books. Starting with Magician, which is the Rift War cycle, which by Raymond D. Feist, and he's a very prolific and clever writer that designed this world called Midkemia, and it's based on like lots of worlds and portals and everything, and lots of magical things. And it starts with a young man called Pug, who I think he becomes a powerful magician. You know, so it's just lots and lots of themes in there, and it starts from like the castle where Pug is a kitchen boy, and to when he's apprenticed as a magician's apprentice, and from there, and then they have to travel, and then there's danger and everything, you know, and there's just lots of introduction to things in that book, you know, and I did really enjoy that. I started another series as well called The Belgariad by David Eddings, and I really enjoyed that as well. You know, so, and again, that's about a young lad called Garion who, again, he's destined to be like a magician or a wizard, you know, and he goes on some kind of quest as well, you know. So, but the way that one's written is very accessible, and I enjoyed that as well, you know. So, I do like these fantasy books. I prefer to stay out of this world in the books I read, because I just find it a bit miserable sometimes to stay in this world, unfortunately. But that's just how I feel right now. But yeah, I love to escape into these lovely worlds of fiction. Yeah, so, and another of my favourite authors is Anthony Horowitz, and I love the Alex Rider books he wrote, and I've read all of them apart from some of the more modern ones. I absolutely adore his Diamond Brothers books. They're just so laugh out loud, funny, amazing books. You know, they're kids' books, but they're just so good. You know, he's a very good author. And as a child growing up, I really liked Enid Blyton books, and I just felt they enabled me to escape into this fantastical. It wasn't a fantasy world, but it felt like a fantasy. You know, this perfect world where these kids just have adventures, defeat the bad guys, you know, and are back in time for tea, you know, and that sort of thing, and just totally unrealistic. And I know there's issues with Enid Blyton, but yeah, they were nice books, and sometimes I even read them again because they just enable me to escape, you know. So yeah, so those are the sorts of books I enjoy. Okay, so the other questions were from Tracy Owen, and she asked me, how much do you diamond paint at the moment? So at the moment, I diamond paint every single day. Although, like I said, I'm trying to have a break this weekend so I can actually do some gaming, you know. But I didn't always diamond paint every day, particularly when I was working. You know, I'd diamond paint when I could. I'd try and have a little bit of diamond painting when I got in from work each day, and obviously diamond paint on my days off. But it didn't always work. Sometimes I was too tired, you know. or just not in the mood, you know. So yeah, so but at the moment I'm doing it every day because obviously I'm off sick and I'm struggling to um, stay motivated at anything. But this motivation, you know, to do this diamond painting in the time, you know, this event has really motivated me to another level, and it's just been amazing for me. Yeah, so I do yeah, so I'm diamond painting every day at the moment, at least probably 2 to 3 hours, because that's how much a section takes me at the moment, particularly if it's a high confetti section. Yeah, so and what size do you love and are comfortable working with? Well, I think the world's my oyster, but I prefer bigger rather than smaller ones because I just love all the detail you get in the big ones, you know, and yeah, to me, the bigger the better for anything, really. You know, I just like big things. I love my big blankets that I make on the knitting machine. I'd love a big crocheted blanket, you know, if I made it. You know, yeah, I just like big. You know, I love long movies as well. You know, I mean, for me, Lord of the Rings couldn't be long enough. You know, it's that sort of thing. You know, and I wish they'd do extended versions of Harry Potter films, but you know, yeah. So I do tend to like the big ones. The Literate Dragon was 70 by 70. You know, so that's probably the smaller end of what I would enjoy. But you know, but obviously I like the paint gems because they're kind of cute and you can do them quite quick, and the stickers you can do really quick, and the coaster sets you can do quick as well, and you can take them with you to a cafe and do it if you wanted, which I have done. You know, so but for the Diamond Art Club kits, I do like big. You know, so obviously there's a logistical element of how you do a painting, like Dragon Brigade, for instance. But I just enjoy the challenge, I guess, of figuring out how to do it. You know, but yeah, but no, I just do prefer them that sort of size. Okay, I think we are coming up to our time now. I've no idea how long it is, you know, because I've not tallied together the video yet. But I think we'll be over the hour today, you know, so sorry for waffling on and on and on again, but I hope this was enjoyable to you. Like I said, I'll be back early next week with Kitten Reflection unboxing, and of course, I'll do my weekly. Oh, actually, just let me think. My weekly progress update will probably be delayed because I'm going to my sister's on the Friday, um, and then I won't be back until the Sunday. So I might film it on Sunday and then release it on the Monday, maybe, or the Sunday night if I'm doing really well. So it will be delayed next week. But yeah, but thoroughly enjoying this project. Trying to get. I don't know how many I'll do today. This is my second square, so we'll just see. I mean, it's not far from being done, but yeah, you know what I'm like. I set myself these ridiculous targets, you know, and struggle to keep to them. And I'll feedback as I work with these little boxes a little bit more, and how they're working out for me. And everything. But yeah, like I said, I may buy more of them because I do love the idea, but I'd like more to be able to work with them a bit more. But anyway, so yeah. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider dropping me a like. Hit the subscribe button to be notified when I release another video, and just hit the bell icon and all just to get the notifications. As always, thanks for watching, and bye for now!